The owner of the Indianapolis Colts, Jim Irsay, now says that his 2014 arrest for operating a vehicle while intoxicated was the result of police bias. And I find that to be a fascinating claim because, of course, we can be very critical of law enforcement here in the United States. They do often exercise based on bias, based on prejudice. The issue is what the bias is supposed to be against. And this has nothing to do with anything. But if we could just put up a picture of the Indianapolis Colts owner, Jim Irsay, you can start to speculate perhaps about where this is going to go, particularly when you find out that he is a billionaire. Now, he thinks that is actually quite a bit a part of this. So he did an interview with HBO Sports that we can't play because they would nuke our studio from orbit. But here's what he said. When asked why he pleaded guilty, Irsay responded, "Just to get it over with. I am prejudiced against because I'm a rich white billionaire. If I'm just the average guy down the block, they're not pulling me in. Of course not." And the interviewer then tried to give him an out, asking him about how he thought that assertion would be received. The idea that police are always going after rich white billionaires. And he said, "I don't care what it sounds like. It's the truth. I could give a damn what people think, how anything sounds or sounds like. The truth is the truth, and I know the truth." Well, I don't know what truth he knows, but I do know the truth, and the truth is that police in the Indianapolis suburb of Carmel pulled him over in March 2014 after he was spotted driving slowly, stopping on the road and failing to use a turn signal. They then said that he had trouble reciting the alphabet, which is understandable, it's 26 letters, it's a lot, and failed other field sobriety tests. He said, "I failed those tests because I was coming off of hip surgery." I don't know what the surgery was like, but if they replaced his hip with rum, then yes, the story does play out. But anyway, here's more details. Police searched his car. They found various prescription drugs along with $29,000 in cash, that's just a boss move, I think. A toxicology report showed that he had the painkillers oxycodone and hydrocodone, as well as alprazolam, which is used to treat anxiety in his system at the time of his arrest. So he's saying it is simply the truth that this is just police bias, but he had the substances in his system, in his car, along with a whole bunch of cash. I don't feel like we need to give the benefit of the doubt to the cops, but I feel like they have a few points in their favor. JR, what do you make of this?
So of course, it's the victim process for rich white billionaires because you know how tough they have it. The disconnect from the rest of the world is it's appalling here. So he was caught driving slowly, or maybe at a stop sign, something along those lines, right? He did all this stuff, standard DUI stuff, pills and I guess alcohol. I'm not sure if they revealed that, but something. Dude couldn't drive. The point here, in case Jim doesn't know, because who knows? The point of not driving intoxicated on anything is that you'll kill someone because you don't have control over this huge vehicle that you're driving. So it's not about you, bro. It's about other people's lives. He may also have a problem with with the moms, the group of moms that wants to stop drunk driving. They created that group because of the constant times that people were getting into auto accidents, drunk driving, and it changed a lot of things. Are you against those things, Jim? By the way, I don't know if you remember this, John, but several years ago, in Inglewood, there was a couple that had been on a date, and they were stopped at this was a block from where I lived at the time. They were stopped at a red light, and it was like 2 a.m. or something because they were, wrapping up their date or whatever. And apparently they had been intoxicated or whatever, and they were asleep. Police rolled up. Like anybody would be like, "Oh, this guy's just chilling at this light for 5-10 minutes. What's going on?" And they approached, and they didn't bring them in. So Jim Irsay's right. They shot them both to death in the car. So yeah, I guess Jim, he's not treated like anyone else. You get taken in for having a DUI and having pills filled to your system and alcohol spilled all over your seat. But anyone else, it's not like anyone else who gets shot if they're sitting at a red light with DUIs or DWIs. Who's going to give these billionaires a break?
Yeah, 100%. Jesus, I hadn't known about that. But also, like, whether it was the pills or the hip surgery, you're a billionaire. Call an Uber. I know that their prices have gone up and surge pricing will get you, but I feel like he could have handled that or had a driver or something. Like, I feel like there are other solutions to this. So anyway, we are obviously What's that?
Uber.
Yeah, you just Uber. You could do
29K in the car. Why not even 30? Sorry, I'm done, John.
100%. I am not surprised to hear that a billionaire thinks that because of his money or race, he's being like victimized. What I am surprised by is that anyone, no matter how detached from reality and real people you are, think that saying that in an interview is a good idea. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.